Hello, welcome to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura, and today we're going to do something kind of fun. It is a yes or no pick a card. I didn't have any intention of doing a reading today, but I woke up and I went outside and it's a beautiful day, and I thought I'm going to do a yes or no pick a card because I like these myself, and they're really good for if you kind of been mulling over a situation, you're not sure which way to go. It'll kind of just give you a nudge in the right direction that you know deep down which way you should go. You just, can't pull it out at a certain time for a certain reason. So anyway, so what happens is you ask the question. I will give you a few minutes to pick which pile you want. There are 3 piles here. So you decide which pile and you just ask the question. I would recommend taking a deep breath or 2 before you choose the pile. And we'll talk about what's on the piles here in just a second. But I'll go ahead and get started. I'll put the camera down so that you guys can see what the piles are and you can start choosing your pile. Okay, so we have three piles here. So we're gonna call this, I know this is a little bit backwards, but this is the way I shuffled them up. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. On pile 1, I have a piece of just sea glass that I picked up when I was in Ireland. So it's green sea glass from Ireland. I thought that was pretty special, a pretty special find. On pile 2, I have a seashell from the beach in Florida where I reside. And on pile 3, I have a coin. This is very special. It is from the Renaissance Fair. I don't know if you can see that really, but it is a coin from the Renaissance Fair in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I used to go there all the time. I lived in Oklahoma for a while, so I went there all the time. So that's kind of special to me. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go ahead and pick the pile that you want, and we'll get started with pile 1. I will put the timestamps in the description, or I will put them in a comment down below so you know at what time your particular pile that you've chosen starts. Okay, so if you chose pile 1 for your yes or no pick a card with the green sea glass from Ireland on it, I'm going to turn these cards over. I will say sometimes you get a yes, sometimes you get a no, sometimes you get a maybe, I'm not real sure. But hopefully you will get some kind of guidance in these cards that answers a little bit of, if it is a yes, maybe why, a little bit of a why it's a yes. If it's a maybe, you might get some direction on the next steps or something like that. So I'll pick up as much as I can in the cards. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so I don't know exactly what your question is, so we'll just have to go with what the cards say. So for pile 1, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot. For our Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, we have Protected by Angels. It says, you are cherished by the angels. So what I'm getting for this particular pile is an absolute yes. Whatever your question is, it looks like it has something to do with money or job or some kind of material thing. Maybe a car. The Chariot could be read as a car. But what this is saying is this is almost like a wish fulfillment. It's something that you have been wishing for. The Nine of Pentacles can represent all of your wishes coming true. The King of Pentacles is either a Gemini or it is an older gentleman who is financially sound, who's well off financially. So whatever your question was, it might have something to do with an older gentleman or a Gemini, maybe not. But I did want to tell you that that's what that card means, just in case that is relevant to your question. And then the Knight of Pentacles is actually something coming into your life, something being offered into your life in the way of material wealth. But what is cool about this, yes, is whatever it was that you asked about, whatever it is that you are wishing for, it is a resounding yes, and it is divine. It is your angels are bringing this to you. So that's all I have for pile 1. Yes, it looks very good for financial things, if that was your question. And we'll move on to pile 2. So if you chose pile 2 with the Florida seashell, this is your reading. I said this for pile 1, but I'll say it again for pile 2. Sometimes the cards will give a yes, sometimes they will give a no, sometimes they will give a maybe. I've seen maybes. But you should be able to get some kind of clarity in here as well as to maybe a why. If it is a yes, here's maybe why, or if it's a no, here's maybe why. And you could also get a little bit of direction in here, but we'll see. We'll just see what the cards say. So for pile 2, we got the 8 of Pentacles. We got the King of Cups. We got the 2 of Wands. And we have the 2 of Swords. For our Sacred Traveler Oracle card, we have infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Wow, what a great card and what a great yes. This is absolutely a yes. It does feel like that you might have asked about something about a job, but it may, it could be kind of anything, I think. Maybe even some travel or opening the world up or in some way, because okay, so these twos are decisions. Basically, you have the 2 of Swords here, and that's at an impasse with blindfolds on, not necessarily being able to make a decision, not wanting to make a decision, not wanting to look at it, whatever the decision is. But the truth is, you cannot hold out forever. So this too is you kind of, okay, looking out on the world. This is what's out here. These are the choices that I have. So I'm looking out on the world and trying to decide in which direction to go in. And it looks like you might have something coming in the way of a job here, because the 8 of Pentacles is the card of hard work, but it is also a card of hard work at doing something that you love. The King of Cups is it can be a Cancer. So maybe you are a Cancer, or there is a Cancer in your life. It could be an older gentleman who is very good with emotions, very good with relationships, understands people, understands emotions, has mastery over his emotions. So that, there might be that kind of person relevant in your reading or whatever. And this is masculine energy, but it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be masculine. A lot of times women read as kings, which means they are masters of their domain. they've mastered this. They've mastered their emotions, and they've mastered relationships. So if that may be relevant to what your question was or not. But here's the kicker right here. It's this says infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. And to me, abundance, although it does have to do with money, pentacles, right? Material things, money, wealth, cars, houses, those kinds of things. Abundance is also emotions. It's love. It's good relationships with friends and family. It's adventure. Abundance is a complete abundance in your life, and not just one area. It's good health. It's good wealth. It's good nature. It's good relationships. Like I said, it's complete abundance in your life. So the answer to your question is definitely a yes, and I think it's a very balanced yes. So that's all I have for pile number 2. We'll move on to pile 3. So if you chose pile number 3 with the coin from the Muskogee Renaissance Fair, this is your yes or no reading. Sometimes the cards will show a resounding yes. Sometimes they will say no. Sometimes it will be I'm not sure. But hopefully there'll be some additional guidance in here that will put you on the right path, or maybe provide some explanation, like if it is a no, maybe this is why it's a no for right now, right? So here's the cards that we have for pile number 3. The first card is Temperance. The second card is a 5 of Swords. The third card is the 10 of Cups. Oh, wow, this is very interesting. Okay, so I have 2 different decks here, and you got the 5 of Swords twice. The Oracle card, the Sacred Traveler Oracle card, is Rejuvenating Rain. Clear the past, heal the present. So I have to tell you, what I'm picking up here is a no, but it's a no, not right now kind of thing. With the 5 of Swords, so the 5 of Swords is... Swords are kind of tough energy. They can be conflict, right? And this is definitely talking about a conflict, like somebody in a fight. And it can be read a couple of ways. It can be read like, if you want to fight this battle, you could win this battle, but at what cost? It's like, is it worth it if you win this battle? And there's also a smugness here on this guy's face. It's like, you won, but do you feel good about it? You know what I mean? So the general meaning is, if you want to fight this battle, you can, but you're not necessarily going to feel so good about it if you do win. And then there's also another second meaning, like sometimes you see these guys right here, they're walking away. Like this guy is just difficult and hard to deal with. So sometimes it's better to just walk away from a situation and not fight this fight. It is not worth it. So with you having the 5 of Swords coming up here twice, I'm feeling like the answer to this is no, but here's why. I think you could have it if you want it, but if you get it, it's not going to be what you think it should be, or not everything that you want it to be, until you do some healing. I think you need to do some healing from something that has happened in your past. I think it might have something to do with family. 10 of Cups is the card of family, right? It's actually a happy family, but it just reads basically to me in this spread as a family card. So I think there's some past issues that you need to heal from your family, and it's going to require here's what you need to be working on right now. Doing things to rejuvenate yourself, doing things to feed your soul, doing things to provide some balance in your life, getting the rest that you need, eating right, getting the exercise that you need. There needs to be a balancing going on. Like maybe you're doing some things in excess. We all eat too much sometimes or whatever, you know. But you need to have a more, maybe you're giving too much away, too much of yourself away. You're not taking time for yourself. Maybe this is draining you and you're not feeding your soul. So what needs to happen right here is that you need to take care of yourself. The rejuvenating rain actually can mean like it might be good. Water is cleansing, right? So it might be good to go swimming or to go out in the rain and just stand in the rain and let the water wash over you. It just does have a way of cleansing everything. Jump in the shower if you need to or whatever. Just clear the past, heal the present, let this stuff go, and then take care of yourself, and then move forward. And whatever you're looking at might be a yes later, but for now it is a no. So that is all I have for number 3. I do hope you enjoyed this yes or no picker card. I did. I think these are fun, and I hope to do more of them. In the meantime, if you are interested in a personal reading, please contact me at sandytoetarot.com. I will see you for a weekly energy update on Sunday. And until then, please take care of yourselves, be safe, and namaste.